Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Touchdown, 49ers! Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
On first down, Hurts. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because
touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Bro, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, That's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to...
Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, 26 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11 yards there, just like last play.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Back to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Fresh off that pick-6, here's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They go play action with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for...
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Hurts sets up to throw it. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
65.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars.
And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Drop 50, drop 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Seven Pirates.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Now Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. The kick by Gold is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hustle.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, you and I were excited.